Hello everybody, in this lesson I will discuss 3 difficult exponential equations. Example 1. Solve for x. So in this type, the coefficients of the variables are in the ratio 2 to 1. And this is how you recognize the sum. So if you look at your exponents, you see it's 2x and x. Now there's steps for you. Step 1. We take the constant term to the left-hand side and we equate to 0. Then we recognize and factorize. So with that, I mean, if you look at this 3 to the 2x, this is as if you have a squared minus 10a plus 9. And then here in the green block there, if you factorize that one, you get a minus 9, a minus 1. So then back to my sum, when you factorize that, you get 3 to the x minus 9 and 3 to the x minus 1. And then I just want to show you something. If you look at the green cloud here, can you see this a over there is whatever your term was there in the middle term. And this is what happened here. Here you've got a 3 to the x because there was in your middle term a 3 to the x. And why is that? Why can you say that? If you go back to the cloud, it's a, when you multiply them back, it's a times a is a squared. So you add your exponents. And this is exactly what is happening here. If you go to 3 to the x times 3 to the x, its bases are the same. You multiply, you add exponents. So that is why you end with 3 to the 2x again. And then back to the steps. Number 3, solve. So now you write it as 3 to the x minus 9 is 0, or 3 to the x minus 1 is 0. And then in the next step, the minus 9 will walk across and you end with 3 to the x is 9. 9 you factorize and you find it's 3 squared, and then you say bases are the same, therefore x is equal to 2. And then on this one, 3 to the x minus 1 is 0. The minus 1 walks across, you end with 3 to the x is 1. And then anything to the 0 is 1. So in the place of 1, you're going to write 3 to the 0. And then again, bases are the same. Therefore, the answer x is equal to 0. Example 2, solve for x. So there's the steps. So we start by prime factorizing. And the only number that you can prime factorize is 9. So you can write that one as 3 to the 2x. Step 2 is equate to 0. That means you bring everything to the left-hand side, which I already did for you. Step 3, take out minus 3 to the x as a common factor. So when you take out minus 3 to the x, you're going to take it out from those two terms. So what happens is when you pull out the minus, then that sign will change into a plus and that sign will change into a plus. And I took out the 3 to the x and I wrote it at the back. Step 4, calculate the bracket. So that means you say 3 plus 1 is 4. Step 5, recognize and factorize. So with that, I mean this is the same as a squared minus 4a plus 3. So, and then down here in the green cloud, you can see I factorized it and it's a minus 3, a minus 1. So therefore that one, when you factorize it, it's 3 to the x minus 3 bracket 3 to the x minus 1. And then step 6, we just solve. So you end with 3 to the x minus 3 is 0, or 3 to the x minus 1 is 0. And then on the left, you take the minus 3 to the right-hand side, and it becomes 3 to the x is equal to 3. And remember, if there's no exponent written, there's an invisible 1. And then bases are the same, therefore x is equal to 1. Or in this one, you can take the the number to the right-hand side. So it's 3 to the x is 1. Therefore, remember, anything to the 0 is 1. So you're going to write the 1 as 3 to the 0. And then again, bases are the same. They fall away. X is equal to 0. Example 3, solve for x. So now it looks as if it's very complicated, but remember, x's exponent is 1. So indeed, it is in the ratio 2 to 1, because half is half of 1. So it is the ratio 2 to 1. So what you're going to do, the steps, you equate the left-hand side to 0, and then you're going to factorize. So what happened was, it's as if you had a squared plus a minus 6. And then your bracket would be a plus 3 and a minus 2. And can you see the number you wrote there was this variable there? Look at the exponent. This is a to the 1, a to the 1. So your bracket is x to the half plus 3. So this x to the half is this middle term. And then you're going to split it into x to the half plus 3 is 0, or x to the half minus 2 is 0. And then on the left, you take the plus 3 to the right-hand side, and you're left with x to the half is minus 3, which has no solution. And then minus 2 will go to the right-hand side, becomes 2. And then to get rid of the half, you times the exponent by 2. And then here, you will also raise that 2 by 2. And on the left, the 2's will cancel. You're left with x is 2 squared, which is x is equal to 4. In the next lesson, I will discuss an exponential equation with the coefficient of the variables equal but different signs. Click on the video in the left-hand corner to take you straight to the next lesson.